everyone, this is SL369. Today we have Lisa Litecoin, Litecoin Lisa, and Brandy, second Brandy today. Today is Thursday, November 11, 2021. Happy Veterans Day. Brandy has a lot of good insight from our last video, so we would like to have her read some additional coin and other interesting topics that my group has been curious about. How are you, Brandy, today?
Doing well, thank you. How are you?
Good. How are you, Lisa?
I'm great. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. Thank you for your service, and we just appreciate all the families that sacrifice so much along with them.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Brandy, there is a rumor that the globalists, they want to make crypto illegal. And some people want to either sell off the portfolio, like 90%, or cash out completely before February 2020. Do you see this event ever take place?
Thank you for asking it. Okay, so what I was given was ever, because ever is a big word. So ever is possible. It's not exactly improbable, but for February 2022, no, this would definitely not happen for a minimum of a year, possibly even 3 years. They're actually having me draw a little bit at the moment, and it looks like a little fire, but that's really all they're saying is they're trying to cause havoc and fire. They're showing me like raids and things like that. So they're just trying to cause chaos. It's a rumor, it's chaos. Is there any legitimacy to it right now? No.
Okay, that's good to know, because people are a little panicking behind the scenes, different groups and things like that. They like, to me, when someone wants to cash out 90% of the portfolio, like for example, if they have like 40 coins or 80 coins, that's a lot of work to do. A lot of selling.
It's more like they're showing it. Okay, for any of those Simpsons lovers out there, there's an episode where Bart Simpson is hungry, so he goes and spreads a bunch of rumors in the cafeteria, so none of the kids are eating the cafeteria food, so he has extra to eat. So that's what they're doing. They're trying to cause chaos to make people sell off, and then they'd come in and buy.
Not cool.
That's what they're showing me. Not cool at all. No.
It makes a lot of sense. There's also some people are saying that it's also to cover the narrative that, like, to blame Bitcoin or cryptos on this failure of the dollar with what's happening, the inflation of the dollar, and be like, oh, it's, the Fed's going to blame Bitcoin or crypto for the inflation and the death of the dollar. So that
yeah, it's a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I would leave it as it's a rumor. But like I said, my guides have been very particular with wording this week, so that's why they're even having me circle the word ever. So again, it's if this is ever possible, ever, yeah. I mean, but when we say ever, it's more like, ever in terms that the planet is alive. It's possible, but the timeline that people are rumored with, no.
Yeah, that's very comforting to know, because my intuition tell me that I don't think that will make it illegal. Crypto is too powerful to make it illegal.
No. Sorry. I'm trying to get them to give me something else, but as you can tell, they're just having me repeat the word nope. So there you go.
Okay, very cool.
So then the next question you had, which thank you for sending them to me, had to do with Shiba. So there were a couple of questions in that one. You had asked if Shiba would lose a zero between November and December, like over the next month. Yes. will it reach 0.01? So I'll say it again. Will it reach 0.01 in 2022? Yes. At some point in 2022, there is still, every time I ask about Shiba, they still give me March. March, it will be a very important month. March and May, but March will be the big one. May will be like, it will still be important, but it won't be as high. Like it's leap or jump or increase, however you want to put it.
Wow, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm trying to control myself.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I don't get giddy around these. My guides are just like, okay, here's an answer. So there's my answer.
Sticking with the facts.
Yeah. So then I'll move to, like, basically I'll keep going, you guys, until you have an extra question with a specific coin, then I'll pause. Otherwise we'll just keep kind of ticking away.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so then the next question was around Saitama. They really like this coin. They jump up and down. I'm sorry to all the other coins. They still have love for some of them, but they really like Saitama right now. In terms of that question, though, you had also asked, which would be the top, either Saitama, I may say these wrong, Mononoke, and what was the other one here? Kimishimoto.
Yeah.
Right. So Saitama is still the top for this November and December. For next December, so December 2022, Kishimoto, however it's said, I'm sorry, will be stable next December. Okay.
Will people make money off from Mononoke and Kishimoto in 2022?
Yes. Oh Lord, these names are gonna Kishimoto. I'm sorry if I burned all these. Kishimoto. That one will, but it would be still closer to the end of next year. Like it would be a very steady, slow, stable rise. They're literally showing me like a little squirrel tucking away its acorns, very diligent, so cute. So they do like this one, but it's very slow and steady. With Mononoke, you have to be careful with this one. They're literally showing like cooking gnocchi, but you don't want to burn it. So, and like how they're like little clumps, right? Like the size of a gnocchi is like a little clump. So if you made some money in it, you'd make it in a little clump, and then there'd be a bit of a gap, and then you'd make another little clump. But you'd have to watch that one, I think. So you don't burn your gnocchi.
Oh, cool! That's a very interesting discussion, and I like it.
Yeah. Yay. Okay, so then the next one was Panda, and whether or not Panda Inu or Panda Wallet token would be the better of the two, which would be the better overall. And they're saying Panda Wallet token. There's something about that one, about these, because when I was writing it down, they had me use improper English. And they're like, the Panda Wallet token will be more better. And I'm like, well, that's not right. So it's like a fluke. There's something with this one. It's still fairly new. Is this one fairly new?
Yeah, more than new.
Interesting.
Well, and it just had the it launched day before yesterday or whatever, and then the private sale has just been a few months, so it does have the new and SLU had given that information that their launch was delayed for a few months. So I wonder if that's some of that where you're getting that language like a cart before the horse thing, maybe.
Oh, maybe. There's some, it's interesting with this one because they give me a couple different images. They're basically showing me like a little baby panda at the zoo where everybody would be coming and like almost pushing each other to try and see the new panda, and like that's what I'm hearing is a bunch of people taking like pictures, you can hear the camera going off, and then I'm hearing all the ahs and, you know, people pointing, and like little kids are excited by this thing. But if you actually zoom the camera in really close, this panda is eating something that you wouldn't expect. Like it's eating like a eucalyptus plant or something, like a koala bear. So it would make it kind of trippy. So there's something about this one in particular where it's, from afar, it looks really cute and fun and exciting. But if you zoom in really tight, there is like a little detail that would take you by surprise.
A Panda wallet?
No, Panda. The
Um,
Panda Inu. The Panda wallets. Oh, they're cool with the Panda wallet. Like I'm asking, I'm like, give me a vision. They're like, nah, it's good. I'm like, well, okay.
then Panda Inu is you
There's
said
there's something about it right now that it all hasn't been revealed. That's what they're telling me. There's something about Panda Inu, not all has been revealed. With Panda. Yep, go ahead. Sorry.
You want to hear the story? It's weird. So,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I stumbled upon this. So Panda Inu, I saw the message on a group chat in the morning. Then I went to the channeling session in the afternoon. Then they said Panda Inu will lose his R60. I didn't ask for a new coin. I didn't ask for a new meme coin during my sessions. I was shocked when they showed me Panda Inu and the logo was little yellow little panda. And in my head, I'm like, are you sure? Anyway, so I went back to my Telegram and locate the information and I shared with my group. And then 2 nights ago, we panicking, waiting at our computer, and we tried to buy at the launch. It was the funniest party ever. But today it tanked 50%. And then I asked last night, are you sure? Are you sure you have the right panda? And then they gave me that it will right now have 5 zeros. So they told me that it will lose 2 zeros. So they still stick with this panda. And then my group were like, this is a copycat panda. I don't think we should buy it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just sharing the message. So that's why.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that seems fitting. I'm sorry. Thank you for explaining that. It's really interesting because SL, your picture up here is the little lines, right? The colorful lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you talk about this, they're showing me, they're picking out the yellow line. So how it cuts through up the center and then it drops. And then one of you, while you were talking, SL, I don't know if that was you, Lisa, I heard a shh somewhere in this. There's things come through at the time when they're supposed to. So there's something around Panda that we're not supposed to know right now.
Oh, that shut my dog sleep talks.
Oh, brilliant.
Asleep, and she's going.
No, that's perfect.
I muted myself because she was making so much noise, so I apologize.
No. Please don't apologize. I love dogs. They're useful for that. Like I literally, when I channeled, that's what they will bring to my attention. And dogs are really good for that. They pick up on energy. So if she's, sorry, your dog is female?
She's a little Maltese, and she's over here on the floor on a blanket because when I do videos, she wants to be with me in here.
Yeah.
Sleep, and then she's over here dreaming and going. You know.
Yeah, so cute. I love when they dream. I take videos of mine when they do it, so all good. Yeah, yay, dog love. Okay, so there is a reason for that. So there's something with Panda Inu. We don't know all the details. So if we're looking for a quote unquote safer bet at the moment, it would be the Panda wallet token.
So there's like additional story about Panda. So in September, there is a psychic, I don't know his name, but his YouTube channel was like Divine Intel. My group shared a video. He said that in October, Shiba in Panda wallet will make people millions of dollars. I didn't see the message. I didn't see the video. But then 2 days ago, during my channel session, out of blue, they said that get Panda Inu because it will lose our 60. It will lose 60, go from a zero, from like under a penny to a penny. So then my group was like, you have the wrong Panda, because the other guy was said that Panda wallet is the chosen one. So that's another story.
Oh my goodness. So this is the thing. I mean, it helps me as well when I'm asked about different coins to know if there's more than one under it. Like a good example was when you asked about Theta back whenever it was, and then TheFUEL.
Yeah.
Because they're so close in name, or there's some sort of attachment to them, it's hard to make a prediction sometimes to know exactly which one, because we're just asking general, right?
Yeah.
But so when you talked, SL, about this other, like about people getting really excited about this and how many numbers it could lose and that kind of thing, and even as I talk about it here, I'm feeling pain in my left shoulder. Mm-hmm. So I when the guides come through with a physical pain on me, it's usually because it's going to cause some sort of pain. Like if you're not careful, it will cause some pain. So I'm not saying again that things aren't possible, but they're making me tilt my head and kind of giving me an sort of face and like an oh like and then they're showing me somebody who, those YouTube clips or silly shows where they show fails of people trying to do a stunt, yeah, and then they fall and really, really hurt themselves, but it's a little amusing to watch. That's kind of what they're comparing this to. So it's not that it couldn't happen, it's just those numbers seem a bit high reaching at the moment. Okay, these are the energies today. Somebody would have to do something drastic to change the energy, but as of today, that seems like a bit of a leap.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, so yay numbers. Okay, next coin. So the next one was Zilliqa. So what they gave me was it's better in the coming months. And I know on the list that you gave me, SL, it was number 5 on the list, but there's a reason for that. So number 5 is very important to Zilliqa. I don't know if that has to do 5-5. Hang on, 5-5. Okay, just a sec. They keep saying 5-5 duplicates months. What are they talking? It's like it's going to go on a high streak for months, or hot streak, high streak, hot streak, high streak, high streak. Their words, not mine. 3 months. So when it goes up, it will have that high streak for 3 months, and then it will shift. So it's like it's going to be low, then it will go high for 3 months, and then it will shift again. And that's where part of the number 5 comes in, because 5 for me in numerology has to do with a change, or like a very unexpected change. So there's something with this, and then they're showing me like the Wheel of Fortune and tarot. So and like they're comparing it to a Ferris wheel, but there's, what are they? Oh God. Okay, so some of the images they give are a little intense, just FYI. So they're literally showing me where people are on this Ferris wheel, and some people are impatient and want to get off the wheel sooner than waiting to be safely put on the ground. So they're leaping off the Ferris wheel early. They're not hurt. This is interesting. What are they doing? They're showing. Sorry to laugh. I wish sometimes you guys could see the picture that I see, because it's really trippy. So these people that are jumping off, not waiting to touch the ground, I'm like, well, where are they going? So they jump off the wheel, and then it's like a flying bird dragon thing, picks them up, and they go flying off on the back of this dragon thing, and then they're laughing at me talking about Harry Potter. So I'm like, well, that's okay. So now we're just talking about, like, I don't know Harry Potter very well, not gonna lie. Sorry to all you Harry Potter fans, but something about the, you know how they compare the regular people, the moguls, what do they call them? And then there's the magicians. So there's something about some people who are in Zilliqa will be the magicians, and will know when the time is right to take the leap. It's like taking a huge leap of faith. And others will want to wait longer, thinking it's safer to hold on, and they'll still come out doing okay. They won't get to have the fun ride on this weird dragon thing with wings. Hope that made sense. That was a really weird image. Sorry.
When you said earlier, sometimes there's
Ooh.
theta and theta fuel, there's multiple coins that are linked together. Zilliqa has a governance token that it's completed. So, but it had GZIL, which was a governance token. Do you see anything for the GZIL? Because those have completed and there are no more.
Thank you for that. Every time you say it, I'm real sorry. All I hear is a big Jesus, and that's it.
Like a sigh Jesus, or like Jesus.
like that, like a Jesus, like really, like what? Like, yeah, sorry, I'm not trying to yell in people's sounds here. Yeah, they just yelled Jesus and then somebody slapping their leg, like, I'll be darned. That's their polite way of putting it. So sorry. Wow.
Good.
So yeah.
Surprised by it then, in a positive way? Or just
yep.
tell?
Yep. Yeah, it's like a hot damn. Like really, really sorry to explain it this way, but the best way I can put it, it's like somebody who maybe doesn't know very much about, like, very oh, how do I put this? Okay, in Alberta we will refer to people who really like you know, there's different kinds of personalities, right? So I'm not trying to offend anybody here, I'm just trying to explain the energy around this, but it's like a very redneck type of mentality, and something happens in front of them and it's a Jesus and I'll be darned, hot damn, like no kidding, oh wow, like, and slapping the leg, like that's what they keep showing me. That's the energy, those are the terms they're giving me. It's this interesting surprise, like people would have been surprised around this, because who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it? I love it.
Yeah. So
any kind of timeline for that expression?
Oh, 6 months. 6 months. And then, okay, what is 6 months from now? Because then they're comparing it. They're literally saying 6 months from now when Bambi is due to be born. What the hell kind of expression is that?
Well, that would be the spring, right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
March to May, when we're talking about some of this other stuff. Yeah.
So, Lisa, I'm just gonna try and figure, because there's something they're pinging me at you in particular. So wherever Bambi would be born for you,
Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a lot of deer here.
So is May when the deer are usually born?
Yeah, in the spring. So we'd have May or April. I'll have to Google it.
Okay. I'm sorry to ping you on the spot, but they're like, ping at Lisa, because I'm so sorry to all the followers, wherever Lisa's Bambis are born, whatever month, that's what they're talking about.
Okay. We will be Googling that.
Okay, excellent. All right, we're gonna move on. I'm so sorry. They have some weird energy with me today. I'm just rolling. So the next coin had to do with, is it Doge? Doge? Okay. So in 2022, so this one, there was quite a few questions within this, so I will do my best to break it down. But for Doge 2022, you had asked SL if I saw 0.90. So again, 0.90. The guides came back and said, no, that's too high. They're talking about more the like 8. They kept showing me the number 8. Yeah, so it'd be closer to 0.80 if it was to get that high, but not 0.90.
I asked, will Doge reach 90 cents in 2022? You said no. So your brain said 0.088 cents or 80 cents.
Right now they're showing me between 50 and 60 cents.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then you had asked about a collaboration with Ethereum. Well, that's fascinating. I had started to write my answer and then apparently I stopped because I only have like 2 words. So what are they doing? So, oh, I can't read my own writing. Okay, that's awesome. There's still talks around it. So nothing's official. Okay, so they did that to me on purpose that I couldn't read my own writing and I was like, what did I, and only half wrote something. So it's something like it's not all hashed out yet, like all the details. It's they're making me squint my eyes, like things are blurred, things, you know. Are they taking a pause? What is happening? Like it's murky waters. That's what they're giving me, murky waters. And then I know in your question you had asked about an amount with Doge, and they don't really want to give too much about it. Like I said, that there was just now they gave the 50 to 60. Well, that's fascinating. I want to say 50 to 60 cents, but they're shaking me. They're saying percent. There's something about 50 to 60%. If there's talks and collaborating and having Doge have a partner or like partnering up, it's like they're arguing over who gets what amount. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that's Doge. Then we'll move on to Empire. So, oh, this is another fun one. So you'd asked if it would reach $11 ever. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They literally had me write, can't say never, so can't not say ever. Is it likely over the next 12 months to reach the $11? No. It's a big ass hell no. So sorry, just given what I'm getting. Did you have any other questions around Empire though?
Empire is an interesting coin. Is a coin by a YouTuber. God provided him this coin, and God said that this coin will make people a lot of money. So it went from basically under a penny to 17 cents within 3 weeks, like 100x, and then now it's dropped down to about 5 cents, 6 cents, 5 cents recently. And that, 5 cents right now. So I'm just curious how high this Empire will go.
It won't. I'm very, very sorry. The images that they're again, current energy, what they're showing me is a tower. Like when I say Empire, they show me a nice big building, flashy, gorgeous. It's falling. And then I hear London Bridge is falling down, and it sounds like somebody walking very heavily on the ground, like taking big footsteps. People are hiding from this person. And there's a lot of anxiety with this one.
Okay, I see. Good to know.
Just give me one sec because they won't let me release this coin. So just hang on. Yeah, so they won't change it. They just keep hanging on to the heavy footsteps, and London Bridge is falling down, and people are anxious. So I'm not too sure what's happening with this one. I don't. 3. Okay, hold up. The next 3 to 4 months with this one will be even as I say it, they have me cut off. So 3 months. There's going to be a bit of a change with this one in 3 months. I don't see people being as excited or as faithfully invested in this coin in the next 3 months. And all I'm hearing is I'm very sorry. So that's what I can give.
Interesting.
Okay. Yep. Really sorry for that one because that just feels really, really heavy. I don't.
No, We appreciate you being honest with us and telling us, you know, what you're the messenger, and that's why we are excited.
Yeah, please don't shoot the messenger here. Just kidding, but I'm getting. Oh man. Okay, yay.
Announcement this morning on, or is my understanding it was this morning on the next one, the Fibo and Boreal. My husband was telling me about a new option to stake your Fibo. And SL, you might need to correct me on this if I'm wrong on this. Staking your Fibo on BOORIO and earning 25% interest APR. I'm curious if that's a safe option, because there were some people that did some of that with Shiba early on and like had some problems. Curious what your thoughts are on Fibo. I don't know, do we do those separate, Fibo and then BOORIO, or do it together?
Yeah, no, separate if we can.
Okay, so we talk about Fibo first.
Thank you. This is why I'm like, it helps. There's reasons why you're saying it, because I'm sorry, Lisa, but every time you say Fibo, all I hear is feeble. They literally before the reading gave me better luck next year, and again they give me the wah wah sound. So there you go.
Okay.
And then when I asked about BOORIO, they say bored, and they show somebody taking a big yawn, a big stretch, like a big obvious, like I could give a flying floof, big yawn.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So hot and heavy on those two. Sorry.
That's wild. Okay.
Yeah, wild is a very good way to put this. Oy. Okay. Are you okay if we move to the next one?
How's Fibo and Boreal energy for next year?
Like in 2022, you mean?
Yes.
They're not that excited.
Mm.
They just have me rubbing my temple very gently, and they're kind of like, and then they make me close my eyes. Really, that's not helpful. They're not as impressed. Like they kind of wanted me to just half fall asleep for a second. You can place your bets and make a wish. My clock literally says, I haven't changed my clocks yet for daylight savings, so my clock says 12:34. So anybody listening, please feel free to take a moment to make a quick wish. I'm really sorry to cut in on this, but for somebody who's making a wish for someone's health concerns right now, they hear your wish. You're okay. They hear your wish. I'm really sorry. Okay. So, anyways, moving from there. But to go back to this, yeah, 2022. I mean, it's more likely Fibo would do a bit better, but it's still kind of weak.
Mm-hmm.
They're showing somebody where they're trying to stand and they're literally weak in the knees. So they're not able to stand up for very long. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's strange. I'm trying to release a different energy because it doesn't have to do with crypto. So just a sec. Okay. If I need to come back to this health thing, I will, but I'm going to release it till after all the crypto because they're having a hard time with me. Skipping here. So on to, was it IoTeX?
Yeah, I don't even know. IOTEX.
Yeah. Oh, okay. To all those cartoon lovers, they're showing me old school Yosemite Sam, the big long mustache and shooting it up and yep. All I hear is Yosemite Sam's voice and being like, IoTeX, bang, bang, bang. So no, there will be a big fall. The words that they gave me, I'm just giving as I got them. They gave me scandal, politics or politicians, crooks. They're comparing it to like the statement where you show the peace sign and you're like, I am not a crook, and you're like, but are you? So they're not a big fan of this one. That's my answer.
That's interesting. How about 2022?
Yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to ask around IoTeX or
Next year it will do better?
no?
Okay.
It'll tank.
Hmm.
It'll tank. July. It'll tank. Somebody's coming in and clearing that one out. Like that's all they're showing. Tanks coming in, clearing it out.
Thank you for that.
No problem. So then the next question you had to do with 3 coins: Veracity, Bolt, and Contentos. Yeah. Okay. So what they gave me is it's going to stay in that order for like 1, 2, 3, like who's at the top. So Veracity, they compare this to like the varsity team. Then it would be Bolt and then Contentos. But at some point, Contentos and Bolt will change order. So Contentos will become number 2 and Bolt will become number 3. They also are comparing Bolt and Contentos, saying it's similar to how XYO and Shiba seem to be connected. So anytime Shiba seems to go up, XYO comes down and vice versa. That's what these are going to do. However, they have me holding my 3 fingers up. Yeah, but Veracity is still going to stay top out of those 3.
Very cool. Yeah, they in the same industry. They they're in the same industry as data. So mobile, like online streaming service, you can watch video online. So these 3 projects, they offer the similar stuff, but different maybe shows or general geographic.
Fair. Okay. Was there any questions more on those?
For now, no. They both, Veracity has been running a little faster and a little stronger. Bolt and Contentos have been like a little bit slow, like Turtle. Which is true too. I agree with that.
It's interesting when you talk about them because they have a thing for dinosaurs apparently today. But anyways, Veracity, they're showing like a very fast running, I don't know why it's dinosaurs, but very fast running dinosaur, like get the hell out of the way. Whereas Bolt, it's like a fish in water. Like it's still moving. What are they doing? They're literally playing the Jaws theme song, the donna, and then it gets faster, donna, like, yeah. So I don't know what the deal is with that. Bolt, I guess, will be picking up speed, but after February. Yeah. When the snow melts after February, so end of February, beginning of March.
Which one will pick up speed at the February?
Bolt.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. Okay, and then you asked about some gaming coins, in particular Axie. So you had asked if there would be any gaming coins specifically similar to Axie. The answer they gave me is no, if Axie is in fact the first gaming coin. So they wanted me to double check on this. Is Axie the first gaming coin?
They are the first very successful gaming coin, not the first gaming coin. They're very successful.
Yeah, Axie will, thank you for that. Axie will still do fine. Nothing will compare to it though, and its success, like in terms of how successful it is when it first came out, right? They're comparing this to like A-list celebrities walking down the red carpet. That's Axie. The others, they're still celebrities. They would still be doing well, but they'd be like the quote unquote B-listers that come after the A-listers that the paparazzi, if they're still around, they'll take pictures of. But if they got what they wanted, they probably won't take photos of those ones. Does that make sense? Yeah. Cool. Now we're on to paparazzis. Well, all right. Okay. So then we kind of went to open it up to any other coins that came up. as well as which ones would be the most, show the most gains for November and December of 2021, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they did want me to just, pardon me, check in quickly on Wink. What are they doing to me? They're throwing too many names at me as I'm trying to hold on to one. So just a sec. Wink. Wink has not had its turn yet. So if you can hold that one, they are suggesting to hold, but something about it, they compared it to like a purple flower. It will wilt by next spring, but they kept flipping. There's something about April and August. So whatever it did in April of 2021 and August of 2021, it will flip for 2022. So if it did well in spring of 2021, if it was around then it will do it won't do so great in spring of 2022. Does that make sense? Like it will do the opposite.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, August 2022 for Wink is when it would be most important. They won't, well, that's helpful. I'm going to say it's good because I'm saying, well, is that yay or nay? Because all they gave me was the word important. And every time I talk about, they show somebody doing those like, all I want to call is those cracker pops. That doesn't sound right. You know what, like party times or Christmas time, they're those tightly wound, I don't know, they're like little gift things that you would just pop open and they make like a little crack sound. That's not very helpful. Like a champagne cork popping. It's another way I can explain it. That's why I'm saying I think August 2022, they're showing it will do well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, really random images. So going backwards here to the most gains. Now, most gains between November, December 2021. When I read these, I do need to explain for the guides, their definition of most gains does not necessarily mean it's overall going to be the top winning contending coin. What they're saying is most gains. So like somebody who's, in school was doing a C+ all year long and then they get an A, that's what they mean. So it's not that they were an A all the way through, it's just they've developed over the year.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense? So IOST, there's a few. So IOST, Polkadot, please remind me to come back to Polkadot. Avalanche, there will be a big dump with that one though, a big dump of snow on a cabin, but Avalanche will have a gain. LOOPRING, is that what it's called? LOOPRING, they say looks decent. They're pretty happy with it. They're shining that coin. They like it. I keep asking and questioning them on Stellar XLM because that seems strange to me, but they're like, yeah, actually it will do pretty good. And then they show a number 3 next to it. TFUEL will do well, not Hex. They're like, nope, not Hex. And VeChain, they wanted me just to do a little mention on it, like a shout out. In terms of VeChain, they show a gold chain, like a thick gold chain that like a rap star might wear, but the chain breaks.
But
but it doesn't break completely. Like it breaks, the chain breaks in a spot, but not where it's connected to the other loops. So in theory, you could still wear this necklace, this chain. You might have to turn it around so people don't see where the break is, but it's not completely solid. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah. They do like polka dot. It's a little jumpy though, because they're showing me like literal polka dot colors, and it's like, oh, look over here, there's pink, and look over here, there's blue, and then green and red and orange and yellow, and like it goes. They start to go fast, but they're blinking colors at me. They're all relatively the same size, but some start out slow and then it gets real fast and then it kind of slows down again. But they like it. They're kind of happy with it because they're jumping up and down clapping. So they are happy with that coin overall.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to see if I wrote anything else down on my lovely note cards here. No. Okay, so then I'm leaving it to you two was there another coin that you wanted me to look at or clarify, or did you have other random questions I can attempt to answer today?
So probably let's go back to Shiba. People were concerned, curious, more than concerned. For November, December, do you see that a big drop for Shiba?
A big drop?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Will it drop? Yes. A big drop? No. They, even in private readings, there's something about November 17th. They will not leave that date alone with me. So there's something about November 17th. I'm asking if they mean just with Shiba or like across the board in terms of crypto. It's more across the board. There's going to be a shift. And then as I say it, they also literally show me the date on the calendar, December 17th. So those two dates, between those two dates, there's something about the crypto market as a whole. Oh, they're being a bit offensive. Hold up. Sorry, trying not to say the word. Okay.
Crypto market, does that include the financial markets, stock market?
It could. Oh, how do I get around this? Okay, hang on.
A lady of the night.
Thank you. Yep. A very expensive lady of the night, right? There's still class. There's still class there. It's just at the end of the day, that's the job. So thank you for that, Lisa. I'm struggling. I mean, in private readings, I'll say it, but YouTube's a bit trickier. So 8. What's 8? How many finance I'm sorry, I don't do the finance stuff, but they're showing me the number 8. So is there 8 main markets that are filtered through? Like there's, does that make sense?
Could that be an infinity thing?
Oh, turn it sideways.
Mm-hmm.
8, so there's like New York Stock Exchange, there's London, there's Shanghai, there's Japan. There's like a bunch of different stock market, that market, and then there's a gold market, there's silver market, and some other market. So I don't know what I mean by markets.
You said there's a gold market?
Yes, gold and silver.
And commodities.
Yes.
Of course, there's so many. There's something with the gold market. They keep showing somebody going down in an elevator. They're hiding it. They wouldn't see it as hiding it. It's there. They're like, it's there. But yep. They just keep showing somebody who's like going down in a elevator into like a cave kind of thing. And there's a bunch of gold. It's underground. But when I ask a little bit more, they compare it to like the Get Smart movie, how he's going down in the elevator to get to the like secret area where they have their meetings. That's interesting. What are they doing? Okay, even as this is why I'm like, interesting energy, so forgive me, because as I talk about this, they switch right away because I can feel how heavy that energy is. So then they switch it, and then I hear literally the song lyrics, fight for your right to party, and then a bunch of people going, yeah. Okay, cool. There's going to be a lot to celebrate, and then there's going to be some loss. That's pretty much the overall in all these markets. But the 8, 0. Oh, okay. So there's something about I don't know which coin this is, or if it's just overall in terms of crypto or in general, but it's like people are holding at the 8. If something looks really, really good and you're, if it's sitting at an 8 and you're waiting for it to reach a 10, so if it's like 80 cents and you're waiting for it to reach $1, it's not going to. In fact, it will probably drop to 0. So not not to put a panic on anybody or sit here and be like, I don't know which freaking coin this is. Because then the next thing I hear is they say I'm safe. So most people, they'll be okay. They'll be safe. It's like, I don't want to cause, dramatic chaos and fear. That's not the goal here. But they come back to those dates. So, keep an eye on things between November 17th and December 17th. And, oh, that was the other thing. If whatever people are doing for investing into crypto, I'm just going to say it because I've had to say it a few times during different private readings, but for my guides, they don't need to know what the purpose is, why everybody's investing into this. You have your reasons, and I absolutely respect that. But my guides very much encourage joy in life and there being a reason for it. So if you go into this and know what your purpose or goal is for investing, you will have a better chance of knowing when to cash out, because you're not just like sitting at the casino machine hoping it keeps going up and up and up with no real end in sight. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Sorry, I felt compelled to say it. They're still bringing, I'm really sorry I have to do this because they will not leave it alone. So going back to this health thing, whoever's watching, there's somebody that I see it's like a lady helping a gentleman into a chair, possibly a wheelchair, and she's giving him a big hug, and he's probably in a retirement home or something. There's some tears that will be shed because there's concern that this older gentleman, the senior's health is not so great. All they keep saying to me is, please make sure you hug him extra long. So I'm really sorry because I don't know who this is to go out to. But I feel like it has to be said because they will not let it go, and they're making me very cold and very teary in my eyes. So I don't know if this is somebody's dad or grandpa or what the deal is. Just if this resonates, if this hits, and as you hear it, if you start crying, please know that that's meant for you. And I'm really, really sorry if that shocks you, but just please make sure you give them an extra hug and tell them that you love them. That's all that they're saying.
Oh, thank you for that message.
You're welcome. Okay, I feel better. We can release that. Back to coins. Any other question I can maybe answer?
I have a story about number 9, IOTEX.
Mm-hmm.
So again, doing my channel sessions on the same day that Panda Inu came through. So I asked them, helium and Solana is doing really well, like the price is really expensive now. So I asked them if they have a coin that they can give to me that my group can get in early and make good money. So they showed me the logo of IOTEX. And then they said millions, and they also provide really huge price predictions. So this company has been working on projects, and they have been really busy and have a lot of partnership. They have partnership with Chainlink and some other one, and their products is being used by I think in real life already. So I'm just curious if your spirit guides see anything else for IOTX. IOTX, yeah.
I see anything else?
Yeah, because when you said that next July, people coming in and clean out the office. So does that mean scandal, corruptions?
It's like they didn't do something right at the beginning. What are they showing? Okay. I'm just going to give you what they're giving. I'm not sure what they mean exactly, but it's like it's a scandal, but it's not a scandal. Like it's not intentional. So, okay. Basically, it's like there was an accident or an oversight, and they went ahead assuming everything was okay. Yeah, they're okay. To try and explain the energy around this, when I say it's not exactly a scandal, but it was like an oversight. One of the schools in the city, they had some portables like outside classrooms, and the teachers thought they were ready to go because nobody said that they, still need a final inspection. So the teachers went ahead and, put up all their stuff and got the classrooms ready for the kids. And after that was when the school got the report saying actually there were still some repairs to be made to those portables. So it wasn't that anybody did anything wrong per se. It was an oversight. They hadn't heard, so they assumed everything was cool. They went ahead. But because they went ahead, now they've had to backtrack. They have to take everything off the walls, blah, 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 right? So that's what they're showing me with this. It's not necessarily a full-blown intended scandal. It's just more there was an oversight. They thought everything was fine. And then they're showing somebody who's looking through some paperwork, and they're like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you, like, they're talking to like the security or whoever's come in, and they're like, why are you here? And as they're reading through the paper, they realize that, a year earlier, they hadn't filled out some form, or they hadn't signed some paper, or they hadn't done one little thing. But because of that, none of the stuff that they did from that date forward should have actually occurred. So they have to backtrack.
And you said that next July, people coming in, clean out the office. Are you saying that like the project will close down, shut down by regulation?
It would be closed down at least temporarily. They're showing like caution tape put up until it can be, that's all they're saying, until it could be taken down. So it's closed. Is it closed temporarily or forever? What are we talking? So it's possible that this particular project gets closed, and they rebrand and make it something new and follow all the steps the way it's supposed to be done, and then that one does okay.
Okay, that's good to know. I asked the clarification for my group because I shared the prediction with my group this morning. They were really excited. So it's good to hear additional information from your spirit guide. I will quickly ask about this and the coin that we go over today. I think this is very interesting session and helpful. Has a lot of good information. I think my group will really like it. We cover a lot.
We did pretty good.
I think the YouTube community will appreciate your talents. It's always interesting to hear how you guys describe different things. I enjoy everything each time that they make funny comments or the way they describe, and I love it.
Yeah,
I enjoy
they're entertaining.
I think it's funny when you get a very colorful picture and you have a hard time describing.
I really do. There are times where I'm like, if somebody could like figure out a little machine that connects to my head and I can just hit play and it, prompts it on the screen, then I don't have to sit here and bumble through trying to explain the, the squirrel collecting the nuts, or the very fast dinosaur, the dinosaur taking off, or, flying under the Ferris wheel. Like, it's just, they're so random. So I appreciate you two helping me out trying to explain or trying to decipher all the codes that they give. And I appreciate this community for all their help and support. I give the best that I can. I mean, there's the other thing I will put out there is there's lots that goes around crypto, right? And it's obviously it's gaining momentum because I am seeing it everywhere now. Like, it's on last month I saw it being talked about in Cosmo magazine. I watched New Amsterdam last night, and I never watched that show. And in it, they were talking about crypto. And I'm like, holy God, it's everywhere now. Yeah. So it's quite popular. It's gaining momentum. There, I know with my guides, there is concern that comes forward at times that they just want to make sure people don't lose sight of what they're doing by investing, whether it's through crypto or anything, right? That it's not just monopoly money, right? There's a reason for it. And they just want to make sure people are being careful and yeah, they just keep saying don't lose sight of why you're doing it. So if you're doing it to help out your family or whatever your reason is, that's awesome. Just, make sure that that's your purpose. That's what you're doing. And then when you've reached the goal, know that you've reached the goal.
Before we go, I wanted to tie in there when you were talking about LOOPRING, I believe it was LOOPRING on the Ferris wheel. Was it LOOPRING?
Was it LOOPRING?
Wait, let me make sure. No, it was ZIL on the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, yeah.
Jumping off onto, you described like a bird that was kind of like a dragon or something. On
Yeah.
Economist magazine from 1988, it showed like a griffin almost.
Yes.
And it predicted a what people are now saying is cryptocurrency or Bitcoin. And then you started talking about Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Litecoin, the Litecoin creator, Charlie Lee, and the developers are coming up with the privacy. Litecoin's all been the test net for Bitcoin, and they are release what's called, they called it Mimblewimble, which was a term taken from kind of the Harry Potter-esque people or group, but they changed it to MWeb because it felt too Harry Potter-ish. So I wonder if those people jumping off of ZIL, Ferris wheel, are jumping onto the backs of Bitcoin and then using that Mimblewimble privacy layer. I don't, just a thought when you were talking about that and using that imagery. That's kind of where I was going with that, but everybody can do their own research and use their own intuition and gifts and go from there. But I wanted to pop that in there too.
That's pretty cool. Thank you for that. There was, which was the thing you were talking about that they described it as a griffin?
So on the, I'll send you the magazine cover. We were just talking about it on my show yesterday, but
oh, crazy.
we just came out with a new Economist magazine cover, and Bitcoin symbol is on it, and the Litecoin symbol is on it, the Cardano symbol is on it, the Ethereum symbol is on it, and the years 2020, 22, 2020, 21, 22, 23. And it was really telling. And so, and back in 1988, this Economist cover, and this griffin kind of creature was standing there with what this symbol on it, and it was standing on a burning pile of fiat, and said something about the new money or something in 2019 is what they had predicted.
Oh, crazy.
So yeah, it's pretty wild. So anyway, I'll send you the picture.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Yeah, because they, like, as soon as you said griffin, they had me like clap my hands and smile and point at you. And I'm like, okay. So that there's something about that. There's sorry if you can hear me click my pen. There's something with you today, Miss Lisa, about
I'm
the way you're
clicking my pen. Well,
yeah, there's sorry, SL, I have to do this. So Lisa, there's something with what you were doing with your hand, how you were talking about those different pieces, and you had your thumb and your index finger close together, like if you were to say like a little bit of this or a little bit of that, if you do you know what I mean? So there's something, what are you doing? There's something with you for 2022. What are you, they keep saying okay, it's not a negative energy that I'm getting, and it's definitely a Pied Piper type of look, but they keep saying grasping at straws. So what are you it's like wow, they're on a rant today. Okay, you are kind of like the faith healer in the sense that you bring back hope for people when they feel like they're at their last straw or they don't have hope in something. You're the one to bring them in. So, and then as soon as they say it's like, come great. Sorry?
I have been called the hopium hustler. And I see things like in here lately, especially, like I'll see things in like Twitter promoted tweets. Like all day yesterday, I was seeing like military Marines in Disney promoted tweets and whatever. And then just I mean, I talked about it on my show yesterday, and then like the Marine Corps it was their birthday yesterday, and their own picture that they put up had a New York skyline on the bottom of it, and it had the Twin Towers on it.
Mm.
They have that on there yesterday. Like, that was very odd. There were a lot of things that made me think, I don't know, you guys can go watch my show from yesterday. There were some very strange things that happened yesterday, and I think that some things are happening behind the scenes, very positive for our country and our world. And I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, no, you're the okay. There, I'm gonna make you do this. I'm so sorry. If you could do me a favor and just like stroke your hair, pat your hair down. It looks lovely, but no, it looks lovely.
Flying away.
No. See that there, see that term. That's why they made you do that. Thank you for humoring me. You're able to tame and calm down and smooth out the flyaways, right? You are able to smooth down the worries, the crises, the things like that. That's why people are drawn to your show. So I don't know why they're making me do this randomly to you, and I'm really sorry. If I have learned, and those who've had personal readings know this will happen. If I haven't said something during the reading, my guides will not shut up and leave me alone until I text this person and be like, hey, by the way, one more quick thing. So that's why I'm taking the time to do this, so I don't harass you after the show, Lisa, to be like, by the way, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I'd have a personal reading with you sometime. I need to set that up for sure.
Oh yeah, no worries. Like, please know when I do this, I'm not saying these things to make people want to call in. Like, you'll know when it's the right time, if it's the right time. That's how I look at it. But it's
yeah. Or maybe around this anyway, because I was like, almost didn't show up for the show today. And then I'm pretty sure that health message might have been for my family.
Okay. Okay. I won't say it right now. You and I can text after. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there unless you guys have any other questions for today's show.
I'm awesome. That's very good. I really enjoy it. Thank you for sharing those messages with Lisa. I think it's very
thank you.
Very nice of them to have those messages, and you decide to share with Lisa.
Yeah. Thank you for letting me share and entertaining me with my random visions here. So to everybody, thank you, and I hope everybody has a really good day. Please try and enjoy some sunshine while you can, and I guess I'll be on again next month.
Yeah, have a good day, Brandy and Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.